Right, welcome ladies and gents. The situation with Johnny Somali has escalated. I'm doing 2 videos on Johnny Somali today because they're a story. This is the first one. The second one escalates it just a little bit further. But I thought I'd separate them because it goes to show the ego of this genetic dead end. This brown golem looking motherfucker. Absolute repugnant looking douche. So basically, he has decided, you know what, mate? I'm well confident that I'm going to avoid jail in South Korea. And he's going to stream in the USA. Well, on one hand, I kind of want him to do that. I'd love him to go to the, to the hood, as it were. And just piss off the wrong person. I'd love him to do that. Please do. Please do try your antics in the States where people have guns. Try. I'd be very curious to see whether he tones it down at all. Or whether he's persistent. Whether he's doubled down. This is who I am. I just am an arsehole. But also I don't really want him to avoid jail. I'd love him to get his comeuppance in South Korea. But he has come out very, very confident and been like, no. I'm going to avoid jail in South Korea. And I'm going to come to the USA. Because he's facing a trial. For those that don't know, just as a quick bit of a backstory, who is Johnny Somali? Well, he's an American YouTuber, streamer, whatever, who essentially goes to countries where they are very restrained, they are very culturally respectful and traditional, very conservative, in terms of how they act and things like that. And he acts in the most outlandish, disrespectful, narcissistic way possible. Just doing everything humanly possible to go against what their culture represents and what their culture holds dear. That's who he is. That's how he's trying to make a name for himself. But he ended up doing it in Japan. And he didn't face jail time in Japan, and he really should have done. So he was going around Japan going, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, we're gonna bomb you again and all this kind of stuff. Like really quite nasty stuff, quite frankly. And culturally, the Japanese are really restrained, really with, sort of introverted, I guess, almost. They appear to be quite introverted. But it's about respect. That's what it's about with Japanese people. And he got kicked out of Japan, basically. And then he went round, I think he went to Israel, tried to hit on like an IDF soldier or something like that. And now he's ended up in South Korea. And he's been beaten. He's been chased. He's had to shave all of his hair off because he's trying to avoid drugs charges. He was in a 7-Eleven, throwing ramen around, threatening people, playing loud music. Just doing everything humanly possible. Everything humanly possible. But now, yeah, he's like, no, I'm gonna avoid jail. So I'm gonna take a look at this article from Dexito. Hit subscribe if you're new here and you enjoy staying up to date on this saga. We have lots of people that watch the channel that are not subscribed. So if you want to hit subscribe and, 1 subscribe for 1 puppy there. That's right, there's a dog there. That'd be great. So, yeah, support the channel, guys. Turn the bell notifications on as well. So, look, controversial streamer Johnny Somali is convinced that he'll win his upcoming trial in South Korea and avoid jail time and return to the US. And he's kind of put his ducks in a row, obviously upon advice, to try and win this trial. So he recently came out and did an apology, right? And that might sound like nothing to a lot of people. But public apologies in these kind of locations are very meaningful. They're really meaningful to the South Koreans. I hope that they don't fall for it. And I hope that, the trial just looks at it and goes, yeah, but you did this in Japan. You did this everywhere you go, so obviously you're not sorry. Because clearly that's, if I know that, they should know that. Everyone should just know this. That's not justice. But, it remains to be seen. But it says here, but that's why he's confident, because he's put steps in place to stop that from happening. Or so he thinks. So, Ramzi Khalid Ismail, which is actually his name, has become one of the internet's most infamous streamers after causing major trouble in Japan, Israel, and now South Korea. The streamer's controversy in South Korea began before he even arrived in the country, as he promised to slap a member of the K-pop group BTS. Like, why would you do that? Like, I don't care about, you know, K-pop and stuff like that, but why would you threaten that? It's just weird, man. So since stepping foot in South Korea, Somali has faced a plethora of legal challenges for his broadcast, and even caught the attention of the Korean Parliament for kissing the Statue of Peace, which is a monument to the victims of sex slavery from the Japanese. Somali was eventually charged with obstruction of business for an incident inside a 7-Eleven, and the authorities are investigating an alleged drug charge, or drug use, sorry, and that's why he's shaved his head. And that's a crime that actually comes with a maximum penalty of 10 years in Korea. So as a streamer faces a trial for his actions, he has now spoken out about the upcoming legal battle during a call with fellow creator Carl Doe. So after claiming he was doing alright in regards to finances, not sure how, because he's had a lot of his channels taken down, but okay. So, you know, he's streaming on Rumble. Basically, that's his best course of action now that he's been banned on YouTube and Kick. Somali explained that he believes he'll be able to leave Korea without any major consequences. And Cancel Johnny S is a great Twitter profile, account, whatever, that keeps going around following what he does. Johnny Somali talked with Caldo on Party Stream. If he doesn't go to jail, he will go back to America and go live to laugh at all creators. Good times. He's such a wanker. So he said following, quote, "I got to get out of this legal situation and get to America. Let's see how this plays. I don't think I'll go to jail. I think if I don't go to jail, that'll be a big win, and I can laugh at all those creators on Rumble." What an asshole. I really hope he gets sent to prison. And he says the following: "I think my next destination is America, bro. I'm tired of dealing with these foreign governments and these foreign laws." Oh, yeah. So difficult. I mean, if you go to America, you'll have to deal with someone's gun, but okay. "If I stream in America, I don't have to deal with this. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to quit." No, you don't have to deal with it, but you have to deal with significantly more violence. Because you're dealing with a country whose culture is not as restrained as, you know, physically as restrained as these sort of Asian countries, right? I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to quit. You should give up. You should stop streaming. You are a plague, genetic dead end, as I keep saying. You are just the worst individual that I've come across on the internet, quite frankly. So it's not known yet when Somali's trial will be, and while he may be confident he'll avoid doing any jail time, not every creator feels the same way. Yeah, lots of other people are like, everything you're doing, mate, is pretty bad. In fact, it's pretty goddamn bad. So there you go. He wants to... Well, he thinks he's going to avoid jail. Probably unlikely, given the next thing I'll be talking about on another video. But that deserves a whole video unto itself, quite frankly. So stick around for that. Anyway, leave your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear it. If you see him in the States and you are in the States, what would you do to him? Drop it down below in the comments. Take care. Bye-bye now.